You are listening to Charting Cryptos, Commodities, and Currencies. Let's jump into these charts. We'll start, as we always do, with cryptocurrencies and this 24-hour-a-day Bitcoin chart. What do we see going on there? Well, after 2 weeks of down movement, and of course we can see where Bitcoin spiked up starting there. Second week in the year, it shot up to a high of $49,048. Then within 2 weeks, shot down to a low of $38,505. And now we've gone back through our weekly trend line with a green candle forming. We can see several days going into, 7 days, 3.5 two-day candles of up movement. Now it has slowed down a little bit this first day of the latest 2-day candle. And as we look, again, okay volume up through Wednesday. We'll wait, watch, and see just what Bitcoin does as the week moves along. Right now, the 24-hour-day chart's down about 0.75%. You can see it on the 195-minute chart as it has ticked back and forth. The latest is down some. So we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin, see which way it is going to go. I was hoping it would pull back for a while and give us a little bit better of a reset. But, we do have higher than average volume where it peaked down. And again, if we see more volume added in here with it rolling back over and refusing to die, then okay, let's let it ride if that's what it's going to do. I just want a chart that we can read and count on. That has been hard with Bitcoin. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum peaked, of course, again, like Bitcoin did that second week of the year, then slowed down. And for the last week, we had a red spinning top with higher than average volume, but you can see it had a little move on the top and a decent move on the bottom. This week, we also have a bit of move there on the top, some on the bottom, so another spinning top. And it is down for the day, pretty strongly, 2.64%. So we'll keep an eye on Ethereum and see if indeed it is going to continue its trudge down. It hasn't hit the low of last week yet, so we'll continue to watch where it is going. Now, this is interesting. Bitwise, that just tore through and hammered down. We saw the week of the 8th, it reached a high of $26.20. And then the following week, it hit a low of $14.15. Bam! You can see it here as it was crashing down starting, it sort of started there on the 9th, Tuesday the 9th, and then really started getting into it on Friday the 12th, and just a hammering down. So we'll keep an eye on what is, for those of you not familiar with what Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund, it's top 10 cryptocurrencies weighted as per market share. And it, of course, here over the last week is moving up, unlike Ethereum, but like Bitcoin. And you might say, well, Bitcoin, as far as percentage market share goes, it is the big dog, is it not? Yes. So you would expect Bitwise to be much more affected by Bitcoin as it is than the other things, but the other things do have a bit of an effect on it. So keep an eye on it. It'll give you an idea of the overall breadth of what the cryptocurrencies are doing. So we're going to leave cryptocurrencies, going to go to commodities. Let's look at silver. After 4 weeks of decent down movement, didn't have higher than average volume. It was close to it where it hit this most recent low, and it looks like it's trying to turn around. Volume's okay right now. 2 more days. We'll keep an eye and see what silver's going to do. This isn't a beautiful chart in any way. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up, but it's not clean. So silver, but for this 4 weeks of down movement being nice, we just haven't seen a lot. But even the turnaround here is sloppy. You don't have volume. You have peak price right here with above average volume. Then you have a spinning top with decent volume, and then it goes down, then it pops up, then it goes, it's sloppy. Don't like sloppy charts. What do we see with soybeans? Well, soybeans peaked. We can see where we've got higher than average volume, And then we started getting a spinning top here. But again, not a perfect kind of setup. When it did start going down in earnest, decent volume, and then, of course, gone down for many weeks. Again, as we look at the volume the last 3 weeks, it's been decreasing. But again, soybeans pulling back. Now, what's interesting about soybeans is, we got a lot of feedstocks, a lot of animals that eat soybean, humans that eat soybean. It's interesting to see how it fluctuates. How does that impact the economy? What businesses does it impact? Those kinds of things. And again, we look at real stuff once a week when we're dealing with these commodities. I wanted to show you what's up with gasoline. Gasoline was down for a while, popped up a little bit mid-December, then sort of lagging. But over the last 3 weeks, particularly last week, started moving. This week settling back a little bit for the day, down 3.04%. So hard to follow the gasoline chart, but it has over the last 3 weeks tried to get a little bit of speed up. Unlike natural gas, which has not. Natural gas at the beginning of the year popped up, but now it's rolled over and gone, heading back down toward its low that it hit there in December, mid-December, around the week beginning December 11. So again, interesting what's going on with gas. Look now, we'll leave gas and go to oil. Oil's up for 2 weeks, but down for the day 2.60%. So again, interesting, hard to find much going on there that we can track and practice trade. Let's look at some global currencies. We'll start with the Brits. They had several weeks of nice up movement till the end of the year, and now it's just sloppy sideways, not doing anything for us. The euro, popped up there at the end of the year, and it's just been bleeding off ever since. And the Japanese yen, we saw it pop up again. We saw a lot of these currencies pop up toward the end of the year and just rolling over. Now we have lots of indecision this week. Folks, that is our charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies in that order. Hope you enjoy this, where we pull away from just the stock market, bonds, gold, and Bitcoin. We look at, the overall crypto market. We look at some interesting things going on in commodities, and we look at world currencies, which again can be helpful to you in understanding what's going on around the planet. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.